You can join the party here. We gotta see if we both fit. There we go. We're gonna get cozy. It's almost Friday! It's like, well, for most people, it's Thursday night. It's like Thursday pre-night here. So it's almost Friday!
I hope everyone's having a nice day. I hope it's nice out as it is in California.
Yeah, we've talked to people from both coasts today. Florida, Midwest, and we're over here in California. And it's perfect because the weather has been wonderful. In Ohio, I heard it was in the 80s today, which, go Ohio.
Do they know us?
Oh, yeah, give me a second. So we're talking about outdoor parties today. So that being said, I am Alexandria Zatello. Who are you?
Dominic Zatello.
We are married. We go together, and we are both.
We go together.
Yeah, and that's kind of what married means.
It's exactly what it means.
And we are both health coaches. So we decided to come on tonight and talk a little bit about the season that is upon us. And what better way to talk about being outside than with a palm tree? I don't know how, I just feel like I need to get closer. So we're just this is how we're doing it. But we are quickly approaching, for those of you that celebrate Easter, which is our first typical outside holiday. And then we have many more to come. Memorial Day comes before Labor Day, right?
Yes.
Then Memorial Day.
4th of July.
4th of July, and all of the fun
Summer holidays.
Summer and spring cookouts and holidays that I'm sure you'll get invited to. So we decided to come on and talk about kind of how we conquer them. Because fun fact, a year ago, the week of the 4th of July, I started the 5-in-1 program. Let's talk about bad planning. We live here in Los Angeles, California, so many people go and cook out on the beach and spend all day outside just with fun shenanigans.
Mm-hmm. And eat lots of hot dogs and hamburgers and potato salad and
buns
pasta salad
and chips and cookies and
all the carbs.
All the stuff that we don't have on the 5-in-1 plan. And so that's when I decided to start the 5-in-1, was 4th of July. And my husband wasn't doing it with me, so I was a lone soldier. And I remember being so nervous coming up to that holiday. So I thought I would share some of the tips and tricks that kind of helped me. We've also done many other holidays since then. And now, we've got such a circle around us that holidays have become easier. So if that can be a word of encouragement I can start with, the farther you get into this and the more friends you know and friends you inspire to get healthy and family, the holidays become so much easier no matter what time of year because everyone's thinking about health.
Yeah, when your whole family's health coaches, it makes it a little easier to find the lean ingredients, find the healthy options there.
That's true. But what I did for that very first holiday when I was still a newbie, we were getting ready and we were packing. And I remember I said, it's a cookout. Let's go ahead and let's bring something healthy. So when everyone was coordinating, I asked what everyone was bringing. And then, you had the regulars for people who weren't on program because I was the only one there on program. And I just popped in there, I'm going to bring salad. And it was the broccoli. Yeah, and it was the broccoli salad. So there is a great recipe that I love for summer holidays that's in the photo albums that's a broccoli salad. You can make it before. I made it ahead of time. And I set my portion out to the side. So when I made it, was it a double or a triple batch?
I think it was a double batch.
I don't know. It was a lot. But I made one single batch, set mine out to the side in a separate container, and then made another 1 or 2 batches and put them all together. So no one knew the difference. So I just went and we brought it, and then I made sure I had my lean and green. I also...
which was a terrific idea. They said that they were just going to have hot dogs and hamburgers. So when we're leaving, we get our cooler together with all of our stuff in it, and she just throws raw chicken in there. And she's like, well, that's for me. And I'm like, well, she's like, I know there's going to be a grill, so they'll just grill that up for me. It'll do it.
I did. I put it in a little plastic baggie because I didn't want to use another container, and I seasoned up my chicken. I put it in a plastic baggie because I knew there'd be a grill, because how else could there be hot dogs and hamburgers?
Yeah, you can't have a cookout with a grill.
Yeah. And I actually have a video of Dominic over here sitting on the beach with our little grill that everyone was using to cook, making me a piece of grilled chicken. And everyone else had hamburgers and hot dogs. And I think something else that really, really helped me is, although no one else there was on program, I was super open about the fact that I was doing something. So when I say I was super open about the fact I was doing something, is when I showed up to the party, I didn't go running around and screaming like, guys, I'm losing weight. No. I had done that before with other things. Honestly, I had been in this battle of losing and gaining weight my entire life. So I had already done where I ran around screaming that I was on a diet, trying to lose weight. And then you have some people in your life that make it their mission to be like, one bite won't hurt.
Let's not point fingers at people, of course. 'Cause that's
one
just
would do
rude,
that.
but...
No one would point fingers here. But that's true. When you tell people you're trying to lose weight or you're on a new diet or something, they are so...
There are certain people on this planet that will make it their mission to make you eat pie.
Exactly. Or to tell you you're never going to have this again, or they made it for you special, or...
You hate my mom's cooking.
So I understand.
Not speaking from personal experience.
Yeah. So I understand. I have been that person on the opposite end of food pushing. So what I found really helped me when I went to this cookout last year, and what I've always done since then, is instead of saying I'm on a diet or I'm trying to lose weight, I started to tell people I was focusing on my health. And I don't know if it's just because we're in Southern California, but when you tell people you're focused on your health, people start to listen. They're like, oh, like the H word, it's a big word. Like maybe she got a bad diagnosis. Like we don't know what happened, but she's focusing on her health. And you get a lot less food pushers. You get a lot less people who are like, oh, one bite won't hurt. So
unless they really don't care about you, then they'll push it anyways.
Okay, but you're at a cookout with friends and family. They care about you.
I hope so.
So I found that was super helpful, just to be super honest about, guys, I'm focusing on my health. And so I knew what I could eat. Mm-hmm. I had my handy dandy fuelings with me. I had some that I could pack in a freezer. We packed a couple bars. Mm-hmm. I did have a shake. And I mean...
a couple pre-made brownies.
Yeah, I was like, anything you pre-make. We just had those in our cooler with us so that I could snack on those or put them on a plate, and it didn't look any different. When I ate my salad that I brought, it didn't look any different because everyone was eating it. It may have looked a little silly that I had a piece of chicken, but let's be honest, I would rather have a piece of chicken than a big burger that I don't know who cooked it and I don't know what's on it. So, I mean, I think those are the couple of things that really, really helped me that very first summer holiday cookout. I know now going to a lot of other cookouts that now I like to bring more than one dish. As opposed to just having my broccoli salad that I love with a piece of grilled chicken with it, I started to take like other dishes. There's so many good ones in the photo albums, or even just...
the buffalo chicken dip.
The buffalo chicken dip. That one's easy if you know you're going to have access to a plug, because we have taken that...
crock pot.
We've taken that to so many cookouts where we just throw it in a crock pot because we know there's going to be a plug in the kitchen, and it cooks the whole day.
And we've had so many people, they had no idea it was a lean and green because it's phenomenal.
And we've had so many people ask us once we tell them we focus on our health and we bring something like the buffalo chicken dip, people are like, hold on, you can eat this? And we're like, yeah, this is actually really good for you. And we have helped inspire so many people by coming to the cookout, coming to the holiday unafraid, bringing, multiple different dishes that everyone tries that taste delicious. And just by telling people, we're focusing on this right now. Mm-hmm. And quite honestly, we're going to be focusing on this for the rest of our life because it has made such a huge impact.
Yeah, a drastic difference from where we started until now.
Yeah. And the impact it's made on our friends and our family, as Dominic mentioned earlier, I don't think it would have happened if we didn't bring stuff to different holidays. If we weren't afraid to tell people that we were focusing on getting healthy. So I think those are my 3 big ones. Do you have any other ones that you've done or that I haven't mentioned that you think have really helped us?
No, because, like, I've basically been on the 3 and 3 through this whole process of ours. And for me, just pay attention to your portion sizes, because there's going to be so many options.
Yeah, well, okay. That's a really good one, because not everyone in this group is on the 5 and 1. Most of us are, but not everyone is. So if you're on something like a 3 and 3, or in maintenance, or if you're on a nursing moms or a gout or something where
know in
you're
advance what your servings are and what your plan is going in. So you have 3 veggies left and 2 dairies left. That's the stuff you go to. The starches. It's so easy to find, and you'll find it. So it's just.
We also keep a chart. So I'm no longer on the 5 and 1 like I was last 4th of July. I'm in maintenance as well with him. So we keep charts with us. And I know there's a family member that has done the same thing. She took it a step further. She did a note card that she laminated. And so she carries that chart with her to help keep track of how much she's had.
Yeah, it's a good way to keep yourself in check. Because, like, I personally have a lot more servings than others. Cause
way to brag. It's okay. I get it.
But
you're in your 20s and active.
When I go and I have 5 starches, I plan for that. When I go and I have... You just mean? It's my life.
I would say that I don't know how we come back from that. I would say that has been helpful for us, since we have more than just fuelings and a lean ingredient to account for, is to have a note card or our chart with us as we're trying to maintain this healthy lifestyle, so that we don't just start mindlessly eating and then all of a sudden we're like, hold on, I've been at this veggie and dip tray for way too long.
I was thinking 1 portion of cheesy potatoes and I had half a plate.
Exactly. Some of the weaknesses we know we have. I think that's really... We have to come up with one more tip, because we're at 4 now. We got to finish the hand. We got to finish the hand.
When you are in maintenance and you have that freebie, do yourself a favor and save it for when you go to any cookout.
Oh, so like at the end when you see everything and you know that one thing you want?
Yeah, because you're going to have at least one thing that is not going to be on your servings list, that's not going to be planned, and you're like, man, that's grandma's pie, or that's grandma's this, or...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to account for that. You have to be ready for the things that you aren't expecting.
Well, and I know when I was on the 5 and 1, it helped me to mentally prepare, knowing the list of things that were going to be there, because at a cookout, typically the list is public, so everyone knows what everyone's bringing, to look at it and know the temptations, to know the table I was supposed to stay away from. And now, it's very good that, like, when we go to something, I look and I choose what I want my one freebie to be. And most of the time, I mean, pieces of cake and pieces of things that are pie, as he mentioned, people cut them huge at cookouts. So a tip that we have when you have that one freebie and you are in maintenance, we split it.
Or whatever portion they're planning on giving you, just cut it in half, because that's probably right.
Which is how we split it. So if you don't have a spouse or a significant other or a best friend to split it with, then just cut it in half. But I would say that's a good 5th one to round it out.
You'd always bring your food scale with you, too. Or is that too much?
You can. That's why I like to portion before, honestly. That's why when I was going to that big 4th of July party, and when I've gone to all the other cookouts and celebrations, I brought my portion separately. So that I knew exactly what was on it. I knew the spices. My little chicken was in a baggie. It was ready to be cooked, so it could be fresh. And then my portion of broccoli salad was in its own container. It made it simple, and I was able to stay away from the tables that I knew were going to tempt me, because there was no reason for me to go over there.
100%.
So, our 5 tips. Maybe we want more than 5. We're going to recap.
You recap. I'll listen.
Bring a dish you know you can have. Bring a lean ingredient to share. Make it something simple. Make it something that you love that other people will love. Portion your serving out before so that you can just take it with you and not have to play the guessing game. You can avoid the temptation tables. Split, if you are in maintenance, split the freebie or cut your portion in half. Decide ahead of time what your freebie is going to be, or really look over the table after everything's there so that you're not going back and going, oh, I wish I had this, or oh, I need just one bite of this. Oh, that was my other one for 5-in-1 or on plan. When you go, say you're focusing on your health. Let's not use the word diet. Let's not use the word losing weight. Say I'm focusing on my health. You'll have a lot less of an issue with people trying to push or coax you into eating other foods. And then the 5th one is if you do have multiple things, or even if you're on the 5-in-1 and you just need help keeping track of how many fuelings you've had because you get to talking, or if you've had your lean ingredient because you get to talking, take a chart with you. Just like our guides teach us to journal, just like the Habits of Health teaches us how important journaling is, having a card or something with you that you can mark down how many fuelings or how many serving sizes if you're on a different plan or if you're in maintenance can be a game changer. That way you're fully present in who you're talking with and in your surroundings, enjoying having a good time and not worrying about what have I eaten? Have I eaten too much? Bonus tip, take your water bottle. My water bottle goes with me everywhere and I keep it in my dominant hand. I'd say this is the bonus round. If it's in your dominant hand, you're a lot less likely to sit around that veggie table or sit around whatever table you stand at. I love the veggie table. But if you're whatever table you're at, maybe it's a chip table, maybe it's a cookie table. If it's in your dominant hand, you're a lot less likely to pick and just mindlessly start eating. Also, if you can have a conversation somewhere else, outside, sitting in some chairs where you can kind of get close and start talking, getting away from the food is super, super helpful. So, take your water bottle, dominant hand. You'll drink more, you'll eat less. That was a good way to end it. I think I'm good there.
My last thing is, I'm extremely pale for living in California.
It's the sun washing you out. It's good.
I wish.
Have a great Thursday night. Thanks for coming and chilling with us for a little bit. I hope this kind of helped you get ready for if you celebrate Easter coming up or any other cookouts or holidays that are coming up for you.
Birthday parties.
Birthday parties.
Bye, guys.